So first we're making our roasted tomatoes. I've got 24 ounces of cherry tomatoes here because we are making a double portion with a full pound of pizza dough. I'm gonna drizzle these, some salt and pepper, super simple. We're gonna roast these for about 35 to 45 minutes at 400 degrees. And when they come out, we're gonna hit them with some minced garlic. All right, now it is time to make some asparagus pistachio pesto. So delicious. So asparagus pesto, of course we need asparagus, and I have these gorgeous asparagus today. It's like a bouquet. Dun, dun, dun. So the most important thing with asparagus is to take off this super woody part on the end. And you can just fold it, call it the bend and snap. Basically wherever it naturally breaks off is great. Sometimes if you do it in a group like that, it doesn't break quite as low as it should, so you can always test the individual ones to see. All right, so we have 8 ounces of asparagus. We have some lovely basil. Beautiful. It's about half a cup packed. We have our pistachios, just a couple tablespoons of the pistachios. Some Parmesan cheese is about an ounce. We're gonna add some lemon zest and lemon juice. Lemon zest right in. Gonna add about a tablespoon of lemon juice. Usually that's like half of a really juicy lemon. We have some avocado, and I love avocado in a pesto because it adds a nice creaminess, nice richness, and it is super high in fiber. And how is it? Oh, it's like my eyes. So we need about a quarter of a cup of mashed avocado. So it's probably, let's guess. Goes plop right in there. And we've got some garlic. I love garlic, raw garlic especially. I love the spiciness, and I know that sounds crazy, but raw garlic is definitely spicy. You don't believe me? Shove a clove in your mouth, start chomping. I feel like you should just measure garlic with your heart. Some olive oil. A nice pinch of salt. And some fresh cracked pepper. You can use white pepper as well if you prefer. All right, now just turn it on and let it rip. All right, let's scrape down the sides. It's looking so good, and oh my God, does it smell amazing. Oh. Oh my gosh, the whiff of fresh asparagus. I love raw asparagus. It is so yummy. I like to chop raw asparagus up into like tiny little discs, throw it in a salad with some red wine vinegar, olive oil, Parmesan cheese, red onions. Actually an Anne Burrell recipe. Oh my God, is it so good. All right, so we're gonna taste. Divine.
Oliver says, "Excuse me, ma'am, I need to approve." What do you think? Should we ask the other kitten what he thinks?
Butters was very cozy in his bed, so decided to leave him alone for now. I do want to show you a close-up of this glorious pesto. Oh, I feel like, oh, you want a tasty taste? Oh, okay, I'm done. All right, so we are going to make some crispy prosciutto. Italians, shield your ears. It's so delicious. But first, I forgot to add garlic to the tomato situation. Just got a little ahead of myself, so we're adding it now. Ideally, you want to add the garlic when it's still hot so that it kind of slightly cooks, takes the edge off the garlic. But again, I love raw garlic, so I don't really have a problem with it. Oh, it smells so good, so sweet. Okay, now it's time for the prosciutto. Costco is just one of my favorite places. 12 ounces of prosciutto there is $13. They're incredible. So we are going to be using 8 ounces of prosciutto today. So I like to kind of drape the prosciutto a little bit when I bake it because it'll take on that shape, it'll stay there. It also lets you kind of fit more onto the pan. All right, this is the last slice. All right, so these are going into the oven for about 10 minutes at 400. Just put the racks in the top third and the bottom third of the oven. We'll be back. Oh, look at them. See, they got much smaller. They're gonna be very crispy. So they're not super crispy quite yet. I mean, they're still crispy, but they'll be even crispier after they sit for just a few minutes. So I'm gonna transfer these to a paper towel. The paper towel is just gonna soak up all that extra fat. These are pretty lean, by the way, so it's not gonna soak up that much, but that's what we're doing. Oh, very hot, very hot. If you crush this in your hand, it would just shatter. I'm not wasting this. This is just gonna get sprinkled on. All right, now it is time to prepare the crust or the bread of this pizza sandwich. Truth be told, I am really not great at rolling out pizza dough. I often end up with something very uneven. So practice makes perfect, is what I keep telling myself, but I did buy a pre-rolled pizza dough just in case this doesn't go the way I want it to. So just gonna lightly flour my work surface here. The way I always see to do this is to kind of make some indentations in the dough, leaving the edges because that ends up being the crust. You can like pick it up, turn it, keep kind of pressing it out into that shape that you want. And once you get it into a general shape and you feel like you've stretched it a little bit, I like to pick it up and let gravity do some of the work. The most difficult part about this for me is keeping the whole center even and not having any like super thick spots. It's really more important when we're making pizza in my Gosney pizza oven because it cooks pizza so fast that if it's not even, there are some patches of dough that just don't cook. And I have gotten sick recently off of what I believe was uncooked pizza dough or undercooked pizza dough. So we're gonna be cooking this in the oven today. I have a cast iron pizza stone and I like to make it about this width. So I'm gonna kind of keep this over here and use that as a guide, or break out your handy dandy tape measure. Right now we got about 11.5. This is about 14. So we're gonna keep stretching. And I like to get the crust smaller and smaller, not completely gone, obviously, but grab just a little bit less, just with your fingertips. Okay, your turn. Another tricky part is keeping it that size. Just one step. All right, so since we're about done with the pizza dough stretching, I'm gonna pop this baby in the preheated oven. It's at 500 degrees, so we can get this baby hot and bothered. All right, so that's gonna be in the oven for 5 minutes. In the meantime, we're gonna oil this baby up, and when that comes out of the oven, we're gonna place it on top and fold it and put it back in the oven. So the olive oil helps the pizza dough not stick to itself after you fold it over. Shane and I actually made this the other night, and we added mozzarella, pepperoni. So I pre-cooked the pepperoni, cut pepperoni. We had mozzarella, pepperoni, this pesto, and oh my gosh, it was so good. We had some marinara sauce on the side for dipping. Lights out. Oh my gosh. All right, so pizza stone, super hot. All right, so we're stretching it out the way we want it. I love these little bubbles. And we're just gonna fold it over. All right, back in the oven for about 10 minutes. And then we get to stuff it. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Look at it. It looks like it's alive. It looks like it should talk. That's all I'm saying. All right, now it is time to build. We have our beautiful pistachio, asparagus, basil pesto. So good. All right, so lifting this baby up. So now we are going to layer in our very crispy prosciutto. And yeah, some of it might not stay crispy because it's going inside of the sandwich, but it still has amazing flavor, and I guarantee there will still be some crunch action. I genuinely don't know that we're gonna be able to fit everything in here. All right, so next we've got burrata. Oh, just, yeah, oh yeah. We might not put all of this burrata in here. I genuinely don't know how we're gonna put these tomatoes on here. Oh my God, we did it. I mean, hello? Are you seeing this? I mean, come on. Come on. All right, well, I guess it's time to eat. Genuinely do not know how I'm gonna do that. What in the hell? Oh yeah. Whoa. Belgian triples are my absolute favorite kind of beer, which I believe this is. If you've never tried one, oh my gosh, Delirium and La Fin du Monde, St. Bernardus, all three of those make terrific Belgian triples. Pizza and beer, I have to. So good. So good, so good. So it's time to eat, but I cannot pick this up. I also feel like not super comfortable cutting it on this. I mean, sad to do it, but we had to. Okay. I will say, when you make a smaller pizza like we did the other night, or pizza sandwich, it's much easier to eat than this Goliath. Did you hear that? The pesto is just, I can't even tell you how good it is. Tomatoes have a good amount of liquid too. We did use a slotted spoon. Oh my gosh, the burrata. The prosciutto is so crispy. Oh my god. It's about as large as my head. I'm out of napkins. Trying to like, now that I've kind of gotten into it a little bit, I'm trying to just like scooch this top part over. Nope, 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 nope. Oh yeah, I'm into it now. Well, Kitten, excuse me, sir.
You want to see it?
Oh, goodness. Well, what is it? Oh, he's so cute. I can't stand it. Oh, okay. I have to say, I'm nearing the end. I've got one more bite left in me. I'm just happy I got to like the safe holding stage. Oh my goodness. All right, that was so flippin' delicious. Oh my God. So key takeaways. Obviously, this combination is a winner. However, this size, particularly with these fillings, maybe not the best decision. Smaller, personal sized pizza sandwich, stuff it with this. Oh my gosh, you're welcome. If you wanted to do it this size though, you still could. I think if you just put regular mozzarella inside, let it melt in the oven, and then put like pepperoni and hot honey, like made it a pepperoni pizza, essentially. You can cut it into multiple pieces. It'll stay closed easily. I mean, it's basically like a folded piece of pizza, and that's how most people eat their pizza anyways. I really do love the concept. The other night when we had them smaller, I was like, wow, this is like a joy to eat. And you can fit like much more fillings than you could toppings, I think. So it felt like you were getting something more substantial. Big fan, big fan. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today. This is so fun and so crazy. The recipe, by the way, is linked in the description of the video. It's on my website, so you can try to make this at home. It is for the half-sized version of this, don't worry. And all of the nutrition info is there as well. So you'll see calories, protein, fiber, and the micronutrient heroes for the whole thing. So anything that's like 20% or more of your daily value, we list there. All right, guys, well, that's it for me. This was flippin' delicious. I hope you all have a great rest of your night, and I will see you guys next time.